Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for America, issue 1. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 184, and that show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show. So if you want to go check out the exclusive comics, in the description below there is a link, and the episode will be annotated. Also guys, if you'd like to go check out my Kickstarter for Father Like Daughter issue 4, that is also annotated. We only have about 3 days left, so that'd be awesome if you go check that out. But let's start talking about America issue 1, a book I was really looking forward to because I don't really know much about this character. I've seen her obviously enough, but I never felt like I knew her. Even when I read Young Avengers, I never felt like I truly knew the character, so I was hoping that this series would get me into the character. So let's see if it did. Really cool cover though. I do like America's style, and then she has the nice little visors there. Great artwork too. Some great facial expressions. And also the interior artwork I think fits the tone of what they're going for the book. It's very clean, it's a bit cartoony, very bright colors, so I do like the art style overall for the book. But let's see what's going on with the story. So with this issue, we get to see a lot of things. You know, we get to see how people perceive America, not the country, the character. How people perceive the character, her friends, and even villains. And we also just get to see her in different adventures with the Ultimates, with her friends. And then we get to a little bit more towards her personal life. So she has a girlfriend. They're going to move together to a town. That way America could go to college. But then those plans get destroyed because America's girlfriend's like, yeah, I don't really want to do that anymore. So they get in a fight, and you see that, well, at least America's girlfriend still loves her, but they don't really know how to express their feelings about that, so that is on hold for a bit. So now America is in college, and it's a more high-tech college than I expected. I thought it was just going to be a regular college, but you have Prodigy there, so it's definitely not your normal college she's going to. And then she uses her interdimensional powers to go to the time of Captain America. So, what did I think of the issue overall? Now as you can see, a lot of things are going on. I don't even think I talked about everything going on because just like America's powers, she's dimension jumping a lot. So it gets a little bit confusing, the narrative, for me. I think it just was too much all over the place. Once you get used to one story, it jumps into the next part of the story, or jumps into another section, and you never got used to America's narrative. Now, I think if you're already a fan of her character, it's probably easier to follow, but since I picked this up to become a fan of America, I just thought the narrative was all over the place, and it was really hard to get a grasp of what the story was about, or the direction the story was going, because they were doing so many things to try to explain who America was. So that was disappointing. Also, I never felt interested in the character as I was following her narrative. There was never a pull for me. I will say, I guess the most interesting plot lines was when we got to see her relationships a bit more. So we got to see her friendship with Kate, and then her relationship with her girlfriend. Those were about the anchors for the storyline, but again, it jumped so often you really couldn't feel anchored into the book. So overall, I was disappointed with America. I couldn't really get into the book just because of the way the narrative was laid out. I feel like it was being too many things. I might get the next issue, I don't know. Again, I want to like this character, but this issue didn't really pull me in as much as I wanted it to. But I will say, if you're a Gillen fan, if you really liked his run of Young Avengers, I think you'll like this the most. I think that's what this book is really aiming for. So, America issue 1, for me, gets 2.5 stars. I just couldn't really get into it. But let me know in the comments below what you thought of the issue. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.